Welcome back to another episode of my movie review series. Episode 63. Now, yesterday I said I was going to come back and do Nightmare. I was going to come back and do Night of the Living Dead. Did you ever see that movie, Night of the Living Dead? Huh? Well, if you have, good. If you haven't, why the fuck you want this review? So yeah, Night of the Living Dead, 1968. Yeah, I'm going way far back on this one, Jack. 1968, directed by the late great George A. Romero. This was his... What's this his first film? This was the first zombie film, I'll tell you that much. This was his first zombie film. What was his first film? Wasn't it? Well, anyway, 1968. I'm going way far back on this. Yeah, the very first zombie film. The very first one. This is the inaugural of the zombie horror genre right here. The zombie film genre. This is the inaugural. So, with this movie, even though they were not known as zombies, they were not being called zombies. They were referred to as ghouls. Yeah, the ghouls. Not zombies, but ghouls. That was their code name, I guess you could say. But yeah. The zombies, And yeah, man, this was just one of those experimental films. I mean, 1968, you get a black dude as the leading character, the leading character in a movie. 100% very unheard of. I mean, in 1968, wow, in 1960s period, that time frame, black people did not get a fair shake at anything. But, this movie, hey, Dwayne Jones just happened to be a friend of George Romero, so, Romero, he wasn't looking at no political theme whatsoever. He was just using one of his friends to get a job done. Yeah. So yeah, man, I tell you, hey, a lot of directors do that. A lot of directors, till this day, a lot of directors, they would get their friends, to do a movie with them. Hey, name one. Go ahead, name one. I seen Spielberg do it, Lucas do it, Scorsese. You see a lot of familiar faces in the Scorsese film. So yeah, man. Michael Bay do it. Yeah. So yeah, I tell you, Kevin Smith, of course. You see a lot of the same faces in his films, So yeah, a lot of directors out there, they all do it. So yeah, I tell you though, this movie, it was pretty much first. It was the first of everything. I mean, But yeah, I tell you though, this is like I said, it was the first of everything. This was the the very first zombie film. I mean, without this movie, you would not have The Walking Dead, which came out earlier tonight. You would not have that. You would not have any of the. We damn sure would not have any of the sequels of this thing. No spin-offs of anything. You would not have Return of the Living Dead. You know, you would not have Michael Jackson's Thriller. You know, you would not have that. Not without this movie right here. Not without George A. Romero doing Night of the Living Dead. But yeah, I tell you though, this movie, yeah, this is you know, one of those quotable movies. Of course, we all know what quote I'm talking about. They're coming to get you, Barbara. They're coming for you, Barbara. Look, there comes one of them now. Here he comes. I'm getting out of here. Yeah. Yeah, you will not have, anything it wasn't for this. So yeah, we all give thanks to the late great George A. Romero for this movie. So yeah, I tell you though, this was till this day, you know, even though it was 100% low budget, you did not have, right equipment for it, but hey, color TV people had, not a lot of people, but quite a few people had back in the late 60s, but this movie was in black and white. You could put it in color, but it was in black and white. So yeah, of course, yeah, it's much more better in black and white, especially in the scene where all the zombies is eating what's his name? What's his name? Just saw the movie. I've been watching this movie a lot. I watch the movie a lot, and I can't even think of the boy's name. Tom. Tom. Yeah, they were eating the burnt flesh of Tom and his girlfriend Judy. So yeah, with that scene, he did. With that scene, even though it was gruesome as hell, but it was more effective that it was in black and white. So yeah, very, very smartly shot, just so you can keep the R rating going. So yeah, that scene, very very well done. But yeah, I'll tell you though, yeah, oh yeah, speaking of the quotes, don't forget that chief, yeah, put the thing all the way in the fire. We don't want to get up again. Yeah, they're all messed up. Yeah, that's yeah, yeah, the radio was saying that is this caused by an a group of unidentified assassins. I tell you that the radio was going. At that time, that shit just real funny as hell at that time. The way guys be talking on the radio. Just like robots. Yeah, the way they talking on the radio. They always sound like this. Every single radio bulletin you hear in the old days, in 1960s, 1950s, 1940s, they all sounded like this. As if it was done by the same guy, with the exception of Orson Welles doing and doing the War of the Worlds, you know, radio show that scared the shit out of everybody, with the exception of that, everybody, they all talk like this. Every single radio bulletin. And you hear baseball games, they all talk like this, even in the baseball games. But yeah, I tell you though, man, yeah, it was just this movie is just 100% authentic. Yeah, if you have not seen this movie, yeah, again, motherfucker, you watch this review, and two, you should really go and fix that. Like right now. Yeah, now would be a real good time, yeah. Yeah, I tell you though, man, this is, there's nothing I can say about it that has already been said by other people that have done any type of review on this particular movie. I mean, except the fact that, this movie is a pretty damn good picture. I mean, yeah, how would anybody rate? You know what? Just because this movie was remade back in 1990 and written by the same guy, but it was directed by another guy, but it was much better than this one right here. One of those very few remakes that is much better than the original. So yeah, just to say that, I'm going to rate this movie a 4 out of 5. Just to say that, it's a 4 out of 5. I mean, of course, it is not perfect, but it is a damn good movie. But the remake, would I rate that a 5 out of 5 or a 4.5 out of 5? Because it was not really perfect, but it was a damn good movie. We're going to have to wait and see, some point in time, way down into the future. But not right now, because this is my review. And I'm sticking to it. So, next time, as in tomorrow, because tomorrow is the beginning of Vampire Week. So, check out my other stuff right there. Subscribe to me right here. And I will be back tomorrow night, for Vampire Week. And I'll be talking about a certain vampire movie where, you can sleep all day, party all night, you never grow old, you never die, but you must feed. Because it's fun to be a vampire. Yeah, we all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. So, check that out. But in the meantime, in between time, Jack, show